After you go through all the Microsoft 365 plans and subscription, it is very difficult for you to choose the right one for your organization. So in this lesson, you will learn about what are the questions you can ask yourself before determining the right subscription for your customer or your organization. So without wasting any more time, let's get into it. In the previous lesson, we learned about different types of Microsoft 365 plans and subscription available from Microsoft, ranging from home to enterprise to different sizes of business and for education and government. When planning to purchase a Microsoft 365 subscription, organization will have many questions. So let's look into these different questions. There are primarily four questions every organization need to go through before purchasing or getting a new Microsoft 365 subscription. First, organization need to understand is which business needs will drive the organization to move to Microsoft 365. Second, every organization need to understand is what do we have currently within our IT infrastructure. Third, what is the organization's change management process? So they can plan and decide how to implement these changes. And finally, every organization need to go through how many employees will use Microsoft 365 and what are the organizational growth opportunities like. So let us look into these questions one by one. First, which business need will drive your organization to move to Microsoft 365? This is where organization to understand what type of better availability they are looking at. What are the industry standards in terms of security they want to implement within their organization? Do they have plan to lower the cost of hardware and software maintenance so they can start thinking about moving into SaaS based application rather than monolithic applications which you install on premises? Another factor they need to consider is what type of support they are going to give for these users for multiple devices and platforms. The choice of software they're going to use or the application they want to provide within their organization need to support wide variety of devices and platforms out there in the market. Let's look at the second question. What is your organization's current IT infrastructure? For example, if organizations have many on-premises custom application, the planning process of moving custom application to the cloud might be time consuming. Furthermore, while transitioning infrastructure and application to the cloud, organizations might choose to deploy a hybrid solution in which they move Exchange mailboxes to Microsoft 365 and continue to host custom applications on premises. How do you address the third question? What is your organization's change management process? Every organization has a different change management processes that defines the deployment process for new solutions. For example, organizations might use Fast Track, which is a service provided by Microsoft to help with the planning, designing, deployment, and migration process of these components. Another important question every organization have to go through is how many employees will use Microsoft 365 and what are your organization's plans for growth? Some of the Microsoft 365 subscriptions are limited in the number of users and types of functionalities permitted. As such, organizations must match the requirements for Microsoft 365 functionalities with the number of users. An organization can mix different Microsoft 365 plans according to its business needs. For example, one organization can purchase 200 business essential seats, 200 business premium seats, and 200 Office 365 E3 seats on a single tenant. Another question which I haven't highlighted is networking requirements. This is also an important concept for every Microsoft 365 project because Microsoft 365 is a cloud service and an organization's internet traffic will obviously increase when Microsoft 365 is deployed. So for connections for Exchange Online, OneDrive for Business, and Teams generate more network traffic compared to an on-premises implementations. When organizations plan their Microsoft 365 subscription, they should investigate which Microsoft 365 services plan to use, number of simultaneous connections it must support, the type of task that each user or connection will complete, the capacity of internal network connections, and the internet network topology and capacity of various pieces of network hardware. That concludes this lesson. In the next lesson, we are going to learn about how can you plan a migration to Microsoft 365. I will see you on the next one. Until then, take care.